Prophet Muhammad lived in a place where people of different religions, languages, races, and tribes all coexisted. It was very difficult for those societies to live together in peace and security. Yet the justice of the Prophet was a source of peace and security for other communities living in the Arabian Peninsula, just as much as it was for Muslims. During the time of the Prophet, Christians, Jews, and pagans were all treated equally. The Prophet explained the true religion to everyone, but left them free to make up their own minds, because God's commandment was crystal clear and absolute. There is no compulsion where the religion is concerned. In other verses, God reveals, "So remind them, you are only a reminder, you are not in control of them." The Constitution of Medina, signed by the Muslim immigrants from Mecca, the indigenous Muslims of Medina, and the Jews of Medina, is another important example of justice. The aim of this treaty was to ensure justice among communities holding different beliefs to found a common order. One of the articles in it reads, "The Jews of Banu Auf are one nation with the Muslims. The Jews have their religion, and the Muslims have theirs." Prophet Muhammad also called on the people of the book to believe in God's final religion. Yet he never, of course, pressured them, merely advising them to do so. He left the people of the book free to worship as they saw fit, allowed them to maintain all their own customs, and ordered his own people to treat them with justice. His words on this subject have been reported as follows. "Whoever oppresses any dhimmi, non-Muslim, I shall be his prosecutor on the day of judgment." The following articles in the text of the agreement prepared by the Prophet and his followers for the Christian Ibn Haris bin Ka'b and his co-religionists are particularly striking. The religion, churches, lives, chastity, and goods of all Christians living in the East are under the protection of God and all believers. None of those living by Christianity will be forced to turn to Islam. If any Christian is subjected to any killing or injustice, Muslims must help him. One of the most important errors that the Prophet has warned against is ascribing partners to God, or shirk. God is the one and only, and all other entities are solely what He has created. The Prophet explained these truths to his people and attempted to free them from idolatry. This is revealed as follows in verses from the Quran. Say, I call only upon my Lord, and do not associate anyone else with Him. The Prophet has warned all Muslims against idolatry in the Hadith, and has stated that ascribing partners to God is a grievous sin. The most severe sin is to associate partners with God, known as shirk, while He has created you. During and after the time of the Prophet, There have been those who denied that the Quran is a divine book. Some of these people even went so far as to claim it was the Prophet himself who had written it. Yet this was a grave error and a manifest slander. The Quran is the word of God and contains many miracles and superior wisdom, the like of which no human being could ever conceive of. Those who allege that the Quran was written by a human being are unaware of the miracles it contains and that its wisdom comes from God. Our Prophet was commanded to reveal this truth to his people. Say, if both men and jinn banded together to produce the like of this Quran, they could never produce anything like it, even if they backed each other up. O humanity, the Messenger has brought you the truth from your Lord, so it is better for you to believe. But if you do not believe, everything in the heavens and the earth belongs to God. God is all-knowing, all-wise.